I just saw a leak on Twitter about a new Dead by Daylight co-op spin-off game called Project T. It's this one leaker on Twitter that completely fell off. He always links his website, so you have to go to his website so he gets the traffic, and it's absolutely nothing but fucking ads. I just loaded it up right now. There's nothing. I mean, there's not even a website on the screen. It's just a bunch of ads. You have to scroll to actually find it. Dude, literally everyone is streaming this. Feels like an Avengers movie premiere. Sounds like there's going to be a lot of things being announced. I really just want to hear when the casting of Frank Stone comes out. It's so insane how literally everyone who streams DBD is streaming right now, regardless of the time. It's so badass. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I think it pretty much happens like every year. Most of the DBD players will stream the live stream. It's fun. Like they do a great job. Like it's always like a really cool. They've got like cool settings for the stream and everything, and usually some really big announcements. And it's cool to like be there to hear it first. You know, this is my first time catching it live. It's really cool, dude. Wait till you see like if it's anything like the previous years, it's gonna blow your mind. Like it's actually crazy. They put so much work into it. I feel like the last stream. It wasn't anniversary, it was a different stream. I can't remember what it was for, but there was like a lot of filler in it. I'm hoping they really just focus on the announcements. The live chat is so funny. So many fucking memers in here. Delete Skull Merchant, give Trapper a gun. Nerf Trapper. Oh my god. Nerfing Trapper would be fucking insane. Oh, they got the Legion music. Hell yeah, bro. All right, 20 seconds. They definitely announced Five Nights at Freddy's. I already know that's going to happen. Okay, this is going to be... Yeah, they're going to start it with the video they released the other day. FNAF confirmed, baby. Definitely confirmed. Crazy how we all be hating on this game sometimes and then get so hyped for this. Yeah, I mean, it's like a love and hate is what I always say about DBD. It's not a perfect game by any means, but it's kind of weird. Like, they really have come a far way. If you look back at, like, the old stuff, I remember when I used to play it, like, back in 2016. It's like a whole different game. Like they really did improve, even though it's still broken as fuck to this day. Like it's way less broken. It's so funny. My friend put me on it when it first came out. He was telling me about it, and then he eventually like convinced me to just buy it. And I wasn't a huge fan at first, and I played it a bit more, and then I got fucking hooked. And then funny enough, he kind of got bored of it, and he hasn't played it since. He's the only reason I played this game, or at least he's the only reason I started playing this game, and now he doesn't even play it anymore. It's kind of crazy. Eric Pope.
With only more to come, and we just have to say thank you on behalf of the entire Dead by Daylight team for 8 amazing years of support.
Yep, we've got a great one lined up.
Run of show. Year 9 roadmap. Gameplay improvements. New chapter reveal what lies ahead. In-game celebrations. Live Q&A. And I know they mentioned like 2 days ago at the end of the stream they're gonna announce something else. Yeah, I'm really here for the roadmap and the new chapter, I guess.
Casting of Frank Stone by Supermassive and an unnamed multiplayer PvE game by Midwinter.
Yeah, I just saw that leaked on Twitter, that PvE game. Behavior doesn't have a very good track record with other games. They usually die pretty fucking quickly. This is connected to Dead by Daylight, so maybe it won't die immediately. I don't know. There's something about DBDs that's so unique that just a PvE DBD game, I don't know. We'll see, we'll see. I'm not trying to hate. We'll see. I'm optimistic. I'll play it. Can you tell the devs to pause because I got ads? Yeah, I'm not that close to the devs, unfortunately. We're not tight like that.
Got one to kick the show off with. So the first of which is actually a new game.
Oh my god. What? What the?
We've got a game
that
we haven't told anybody about yet.
Okay.
It's from the world of Dead by Daylight. We're going to share it with you right now. It features some familiar faces. And most importantly, it is super duper fun. And I think you'll be...
Super duper fun. Okay, I'm in. I'm sold. Let's see it. Not Frank Stone. No, this sounds like this is the PvE game. Oh, here we go. Yeah, like a co-op, like... PvE, we'll see. Wait, no. This is the board game, isn't it? Hold on, no.
Well, you've done it now,
what? What the fuck is that? It is the board game. They're trying to make like a board game video. Oh my god. Holy shit. I have no words. It's cool. But I think I'm gonna take back what I said about playing it. I don't think I'm going to be playing this. Out now. Get the game for free with a behavior account. That's very interesting.
Oh my god, that song is
yeah, that's kind of like a mini game. That's not a full game. They released it today, I guess. You get it with a behavior account. That's not like a full.
I'm already gonna
Yeah, I'm not gonna play that, I don't think, but it's cool.
But anyway,
It's cool. I'm gonna try this exactly one time. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's vaguely DBD themed. So even though it's connected to DBD, this is just gonna be one of those games that dies. Meet Your Maker was really unique, and I liked it a lot. I see why it died, but I still did like it a lot. If that shit died, there's no way this game is lasting more than a year. Meet Your Maker isn't like officially dead. I'm pretty sure it still exists, but you know, it's pretty much dead. Like no one's playing that shit.
As we mentioned, lots of heavy metal guitar.
Yes. So Eric and I got to play it before launch, and honestly, it was so crazy fun. Like, I had that song stuck in my head for weeks. But
What song?
You can have fun, survive, and then get the fog out.
Nice.
Get the fog out.
Of the way. See, you weren't
I should probably stop cursing. I think I cursed too much. I should use fog instead.
Show. So we're going to hand things over to Stefan and Justin to talk about Dead by Daylight's Year 9 roadmap.
What the fog was that announcement? Here we go.
Thank you for joining us. It's great to be back with you celebrating Dead by Daylight's 8th year anniversary. I'm Stéphane Beauchamp, head of production.
And I am Justin Brown, product director. Really excited to be here with you today.
Hey guys,
A little bit
how we doing? I don't know if I'm gonna do the PTB today or this PTB. I'm not really sure what's in it other than like fixes. Like what else are they gonna? Is it worth even trying? Yeah, to be honest, yeah, it's not that bad for me either. It's funny you say that. I don't usually have the issue too much. I noticed a bit of roughness. But what I've seen on Twitter is way worse than anything I've experienced. Vecna oh, is that they're gonna have D&D PTB? Is that? I'm not really a huge D&D guy, to be honest, so I'll probably still pass on the PTB.
Improving the player experience between anti-face camp, blood web UX improvements.
Anti-face camp is a joke, respectfully. Any killer that wants to camp just will stand right outside of the area for the bar to fill up, and then when they see someone going for it, they just go in. It happens to me all the time.
We're happy to announce today that we have 6 new chapters currently in the works, and 2
Wow.
of the chapters will be survivor-only chapters.
6 new chapters. I didn't realize they went that, like, ahead. June is going to be a licensed chapter, new killer, new survivor, new map. Then August is going to be another licensed chapter, new killers. Wow, that was quick. All right. My bad, I'm not allowed to read it.
Follow that with a licensed survivor, a character who truly embodies.
Why wouldn't they keep the roadmap on the screen if they're gonna like talk about what's next? That makes no sense. Licensed stuff is cool. I love the original DBD stuff because it's always very unique. Licensed could mean Five Nights at Freddy's. They're a little quiet. All right, let me turn them up real quick.
Accompanying all of our major releases.
So that should be better.
Start tackling this AFK bots problem that we see, especially in some regions of the game.
AFK bots?
Including an announcement on one of the most highly requested features ever in Dead by Daylight.
This one's gonna
Oh,
be really
there's a lot of very highly requested features. I have no idea what that could be. Was the adrenaline nerf highly requested? Because I don't think it was. Voice chat proximity. Oh, true. It could be that. I don't know why it's taken so long. Voice chat's gonna be that's gonna be hell, to be honest. Solo queue will be better, I think, if you can communicate with your teammates. But there are gonna be some characters. I can't wait to have to yell at my teammates to not give up. I wonder if I'll keep it on when I'm recording my YouTube videos or not. That'll be interesting. The amount of toxic shit talk that goes on in the endgame chat, that in voice chat form is dangerous.
This summer, replacing Scorching Barbecue will be the first ever time-limited 2v8 mode in Dead by Daylight.
2v8.
Full breakdown of what this mode is when we get closer to the release.
Man, I kind of like Scorched BBQ though. It's always a vibe. I'll miss that. 2v8. How are they gonna do that? They gotta lock like certain killers, right? Like for sure. Gameplay not final. Wait, what are we? Whoa. So no hooks, you just stomp them out, kind of like My Little Oni. This is gonna be fucking nuts. So you stomp them and they go to that, so it's like kind of like Pyramid Head. So it cuts out the need to carry them around. Because 8 survivors, I mean, that's just brutal. Imagine 8 survivors with fucking flashlights, you know what I'm saying? Like 2v8 pog.
And modifiers basically take a deep...
Yeah, so they've got modifiers, but I know they're gonna like introduce like a permanent game mode. That's what I heard. Oh, so 2v8's gonna be the permanent one. Okay. Alright. That's crazy.
A party mode kind of vibe rather than something that's super competitive. It's an iterative process, right? And this is just the first iteration. So we'll be looking to add more content, more gameplay in the future based on community feedback.
Otherwise known as balancing. They'll be doing a lot of balancing.
I mean, of course, there's still generators, there's still exit gates, there's just more of them. We've made
That's crazy. Imagine doing 10 generators to get out. 4 exit gates.
Doing away with perks in this mode, instead introducing a new sort of 2v8 exclusive system called classes for survivors.
Oh,
right.
whoa.
Yeah, so when it comes to
Class-based.
survivors, basically once you've chosen your character, you can select and equip a player class. And this class is effectively your power for the match, and it helps players identify what your role is within the team. So
I
instead
hope
of
they
mixing and
combine
matching
maps and make
perks,
it huge.
instead we really wanted to
Yeah, the
focus
maps are gonna have to
on a
be way
particular
bigger, right?
playstyle,
His
that
hoodie is
kind of
sick.
thing.
You'll be able to choose from one of the 5 original killers, each with their own specific gameplay.
Okay, so
There's
just the
obviously a
5. Okay,
power
that makes
system,
sense. I can't really like fault them for that.
We'll be introducing a new mechanic, which is a team power. For example, if you are the Wraith, when you cloak yourself, if your teammate is within a certain radius of you, they will also get the undetectable status effect, allowing you to coordinate a sort of team stealth attack. The first time ever that success and failure as a killer does not rely solely on your shoulders. You have a teammate to sort of benefit from, learn from, or
Yeah,
even
you do have a
influence.
teammate, but you also have 4 other
Together, it's just gonna make
survivors.
the match
Pinhead and
Pace
Pig.
momentum
Could you imagine
forward.
Blight and Nurse, dude? I'll
Okay.
definitely play it, but
This works
it's
very
gonna be a
similar to
permanent game mode, and I
It will tell
think,
its
you know,
players
after some
path
time
around,
passes and the
away from
novelty
killers,
of it kind of wears
and
off, I'm
of course,
probably
there's still
not gonna be
counts
playing it
as
much.
sometimes
You know,
with
hooks
the
are part of the
outline.
fun. The hook stages are part of the
And
fun.
as Justin said before,
You know,
there
it's
will
more
be 5
competitive when
original
it's
killers coming to this
the traditional
iteration
game.
of this
Perks are
game mode.
great.
Please join us in our July live stream. We will hope you're looking
The what
forward
live
to
stream?
this year 9. For now,
Oh, July.
back
Oh my
to
god.
Eric and Dork.
I can't fucking hear. That's some pretty cool announcements. I wasn't really expecting this much so quickly. There was some like 2v8's gonna be crazy.
Oh my god, that roadmap.
Great segment. Great beard, Stefan. People were loving the wet beard in chat. But the real story, 2v8.
2v8, yes. I cannot wait to dodge hatchets and chainsaws at the same time.
I can't wait
Uh,
for
Forge friendships.
That sounds
and
like hell.
fun.
Billy and 2v8's gonna be fun as fuck, though, I can't lie.
So that's why we're not just flipping the switch and making it permanent all of a sudden. You need to actually get the mode where we want it. But we're using the word mode, which means a lot, so pay attention. The website for What the Fog has been overwhelmed by demand.
What the fog? Yeah, I'm not gonna be playing. You know, I'm not gonna make a behavior account. I might have one already. I don't even fucking know. Dude, Trapper shutting down loops for other killers is gonna be hell. Oh my god, I didn't even think about that. I'm glad they're doing the packs now, because I always wondered, like for the past few years, how like brutal it must be to just like be starting DBD. And if you want to play any of the new killers, you gotta buy them. You pay $20 for the game because it's not even free to play, and then you pay like $100 in fucking DLCs for like $7 a piece. I know some of the DLC is like 12.
Be welcoming Derek, right where you're sitting.
Derek,
He's gonna tell us all about gameplay.
my man, I have no idea who the fuck Derek is, I'm gonna be honest. I guess like the team's been switching around because I don't really like recognize any of these people too much. I feel like I used to be pretty familiar with like the dev team. It's been years for me and I have like a quarter of the roster.
Product management.
Derek.
He works with the dev team on creating all sorts of cool quality of life updates, gameplay updates, and he's here to tell you about some good ones today. Derek, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Oh, is this the voice chat announcement?
Can be even better after this segment when we hear what you get to say.
Derek, my beloved.
So we really wanted to deliver new in-game challenges to players and new ways for them to be constantly rewarded outside of just tomes and archives. So we're going to be introducing a new challenge system, which is a system of challenges, hence the name.
True.
that players are
Yeah,
gonna be able
definitely
to
sounds like it.
Completely passively. That means that players don't need to actively select the challenge that they want to complete, and they can complete multiple of them at the same time. Initially, we're going
This is gonna be so convoluted.
Weekly challenges, and event challenges. And later on,
They should probably get rid of daily rituals then, right? And then just do challenges, because like
going to be a great way for players to be constantly rewarded
now we have
for their
challenges,
like
daily rituals, and tome challenges. No voice chat announcement yet. I'm not against it, you know. If it's more blood points, then fine. But
The main job
just kind of confusing.
Yeah, we're here to make the players' lives easier and your life easier as well. So we're going to be introducing a new inbox-based system that will help connect players with the news that you have to announce, including patch notes, announcements, rewards, and a lot more. That way, players will see less pop-ups.
All right, no voice chat announcement yet. Stay strong.
To their games quicker. And
These are some boring changes.
the players will be able to stay connected with the world of
I'm gonna
video
download the
news that you have to
PTB so I can try out their new inbox
Being
feature.
able to tell people the
I'm just
patch notes
messing.
and- So again, you don't have to go find it on the web, but you'll be able to get it in the game. Pop-ups, not pop-ups, but notifications for rewards as well as
Yeah, I'm just messing. I'm not actually
Really
hating.
good work. But we're not done. Actually, this is something people are familiar with, the finisher Mori system. We tested it out a while
Yes,
back in
yes.
TTB, got a ton of great feedback from the community. The team
I can
took
see
that
my
feedback, went back to the shop, and tinker with
I
it.
can see
Got the final
I can
version.
see my news on one simple screen. No
I
way.
think they're
That's
really fun,
sick.
so
I'm
you can
hating.
run it and try to land on what's
Fair
the best
enough.
player experience.
Hold on though. We
So,
might have
in the
voice
coming
chat.
days them on the last remaining survivor. That way,
Wait, what?
if the killer is able to successfully pull it off, we get an exciting conclusion to the match, and the survivors can feel that the game's
Huh?
ended in a fair way, and this match went smoothly, and it was a really exciting
Hold on,
for everybody.
Oh, base kit yellow more. Okay, I thought they were nerfing Moris again. All right, I'm not listening very much. I'm glad you are. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Unfortunately, you have to go, but
Wait,
the
that's
show
it?
is far from over.
No voice chat?
We're gonna hear
Not from him at least. Maybe
new
somebody else will
chapter
announce
from
it.
the Dead by
Those were not the most insane announcements. I'm gonna be honest. What did he say? We got a challenges. We got more challenges. We got a fucking mail inbox, and what was base kit yellow Mori. That was probably the best one out of the three. It makes sense because when the game's already over, you know, you've downed the last guy. Like, what's the point of doing the trek to the hook and going through the phases? You know what I mean? Like, might as well just end the game right there. I don't love you anymore,
I just
Derek.
wanna shout out Derek for
It's not Derek's fault, don't
dropping
worry.
so casually such a highly anticipated feature with cross progression.
Yes, cross progression is finally coming. Super.
Is that maybe
exciting.
that's what they were
And
talking
it's
about? Like the
another
most
reason for you to make
anticipated
your
thing is cross
behavior
progression,
count.
but
So
they
not
announced that
only
like a
will
week
you
ago
get
that cross
What the
progression
Fog
was
for
coming.
free. With the merch store, we've got the always popular mystery boxes coming back for this anniversary. And obviously because of the name, I can't tell you.
I got
what's
my
in the
merch the other
box.
day. I got my
Maybe
Iron Maiden
outside,
shirt.
you know. But,
My Dead by Daylight Iron Maiden shirt.
Some of them are actually signed by our creative director, Dave Richard.
Which is pretty amazing.
Hey, I know that
had Dave
name.
sign my chest
I know
backstage.
Dave.
Super
Yeah, it
fun
has all the
box.
realms on the back. It's an
QR
exact
code on screen,
copy of
scan it,
the
go get
shirt
it.
in game. It's pretty sick.
Artist, the Dredge, and the Knight, and 4 new survivors. Michaela.
Didn't she just
Jonah,
announce this?
Patty,
I'm getting
and
deja vu.
Mario.
All right, got the bullshit
Super
announce
exciting
voice
and
chat in
success of
Five
Mori
Nights at
and
Freddy's
the
chapter.
tabletop and get some shiny stuff.
Okay, I'm glad you said it. I didn't want to be mean, but his shirt does kind of suck. I would not be caught fucking dead wearing that shit. Oh, D&D. Is that Vecna talking? Can we get mimics? Oh, that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, I don't really know D&D, but I know what mimics are. First non-human. Mimic. It's a mimic. I bet. I was wrong. It's Vecna's hand. Are we surprised? I think everybody guessed Vecna. I'm only really familiar with like Stranger Things Vecna because I don't really know D&D. So this guy just kind of looks like Thanos to me. Very skinny Thanos. Like, look at that. Just like Thanos. Alright, that was actually sick. Oh shit! Yo, Matthew Cote. What's his badge say? I love Nick Cage's hair. Is that what it says? Matt Daddy.
Hi, Sean. Inner child.
God, he's such a cute dude.
Right now, I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons since I'm 10 years old.
He's getting a little chubby. Is he? Stress must be getting... Dude, DBD's got like one of the most hating... Like, even if they announce Five Nights at Freddy's, they're gonna get hate. Like, it makes no sense. If they announce something like the vast majority of people want, they still get mass hate for it. They're gonna get so much hate for the D&D thing.
Dungeons and Dragons every week with my group of friends. I'm the forever DM.
I don't know what that means.
I know that there are a couple of other
Any
people on my
D&D
team
players in
who
here?
absolutely
What did they talk
made
about?
it
Nothing.
make sense for
Absolutely
Wizard
nothing.
Coast to enter into
He was
the
just talking about his job. Like, it's just yapping. No new content. No voice chat yet. Don't worry. You got the fender in the back. I can't even... That was like a weird shape. What even is that? I thought it was a jazz master at first, but it doesn't... It looks like it has 2 cutaways.
Probably think that their first thought when they think of Dungeons and Dragons is not necessarily horror, but there is quite a lot of potential for horror in there. I mean, it is a very flexible medium to tell stories, and horror stories are some of the stories that will provoke the most intense emotions and reactions in players. So for us, it made sense. Yes, he is an absolutely terrifying presence. I think that whether you're a survivor or a killer and you play with Vecna in that game, it's gonna be a really, really intense experience. So tell me a little bit why Vecna and why it makes sense.
He just has this real inevitability to him.
He's inevitable. It's Thanos. I could listen to Mad talk all day. I love his accent. True. What was next? It was roadmap. No. Yeah. Wait, I don't even remember anymore.
Before we let Yannick and Dave take us through the details of how we implemented Vecna with the gameplay.
Oh, and there's more. I thought that. Yeah, that's what I.
Obvious throughout the entire process.
I mean, they talked about why they picked. I don't know. I don't know if I'll watch this whole stream if it's a bunch of filler like this, but I just want to get some of the main points. I really want to know when Frank Stone comes out, but I can always just see a tweet come out later about the date announced. Man, they've really been digging the Legion chase music.
Hey, hi, I'm not Dave. You're not Janik.
I'm not Janik.
No, we're quickly interrupting our
Where's Dave
D&D
at?
segment. There's a lot more. Stay tuned. Dave will be right where I am in just a second.
All right.
To give you an update on cross progression.
Hey.
This is a live show. We're
There we
having
go.
a live TV moment as we speak. So apologies, you might have noticed, even though I was dressed the same. Our segment with Derek that was just before was pre-recorded. And in fact, we played the wrong one. So we want to give you more details on cross progression here. So that's what we're going to do. So take it away, Dork.
Yeah, so cross progression is hands down one of the most
That's
requested
how do they do
features
that?
Every single stream, every single post. You guys are wanting
What
cross
the
progression,
fuck
and we're
did you
giving it to
do?
you on
That's
any platform
fucking
that they're
insane.
playing on, and have a behavior account.
I didn't even notice. That's a huge fucking. Yo, what the fog?
But we're working on it.
What are they
and
doing to my
we'll have it to you
website?
shortly.
Yep. And
Someone's
just
getting
as a
fired.
clarification,
Matt was too busy glazing D&D. He accidentally put the wrong video in. He's choking someone in the back room. Matt's like fucking Darth Vader with the fucking behavior team. He's like force choking them.
So that you can go ahead and learn more about
A bit late. I probably could have used cross progression like 4 or 5 years ago. Now it's not really useful to me at all. Very exciting for anyone who's been meaning to switch over though. I remember when Apex added cross progression like 4 months ago. I was fucking ecstatic. New chapter reveal. What new chapter? I'm so confused. Other than D&D? Is this Five Nights at Freddy's? Dave! It's Dave. Dave's great too.
So we're super excited today to be able to talk
Bald?
about the Dungeon
I don't know who
chapter.
Bald is, but I know
I'm
Dave.
creative director on Dead by Daylight, and I'm joined by my good friend, Yannick.
Ah, Yannick.
Yannick Never, principal game designer on Dead by Daylight. Today I'll be talking about all the intricacy of the gameplay on this chapter. But first, a little mention. Dead by Daylight, 8 years, introducing Dungeon and Dragon. It's a big milestone for us, but we're not the only one hitting a special milestone.
Yeah, it's crazy to think that Dungeon and Dragon turns 50 this year. I want to say that maybe when we turn 50, we do something else with you, Wizard of the Coast. Or
Could you imagine Dead by Daylight being 50 years old?
Probably be in retired home.
I can't even imagine like DBD dying. I feel like DBD could last forever. It's still growing. Like it's just like
what's gonna be coming.
I don't know. DBD 7.
But thinking about it more, I realized no, wait, there's a lot of horror in Dungeon and Dragon, and Ravenloft being my favorite module. So like you really specifically focus on certain element of the brand. So please tell us about those pillars.
And like you've seen in the trailer, having a character like Vecna made perfectly sense for that horror setting.
Didn't they like, no offense to Dave, I love Dave. This is pretty much what Matt and the other guy just talked about. They spent like 20 minutes earlier, oh, not 20 minutes, they spent like 5 minutes earlier talking about, you know, D&D, you know, people don't always think of it as horror, but there's actually a lot of horror elements in it.
Is based on randomness. You throw a dice, and with critical success, critical fails, and everything.
Oh, are these going to be the perks? The perks are going to be completely RNG.
Recreate that feeling inside the Dead by Daylight trials as well.
Yeah,
Ooh, I'm interested in that.
Of course, Dungeons and Dragons has a lot of iconic monsters we could have chosen from. A lot of iconic villains as well. And with our friends at
But Vecna made the most sense.
That our next killer would be Vecna. Vecna is just a perfect fit.
Thanos.
Powerful wizard that
I can't unsee it.
Turn himself into a
Looks just like him. It's the spitting image. He has, yeah, exactly. He's got the stones. His power is just snapping.
But the bard was really the one that fit the most into horror.
The bard.
The cosmetic customization, you'll be able to choose between two.
Oh yeah, different characters. Yeah.
Survivor. So you'll have the choice between Ice Tree, a female elf, or Bearmar, a human male. Yeah.
Oh, the guy's human. It's kind of weird. To this day, I still never have gotten the vibe that the devs play their own game. Texas Chainsaw, other games, I get the feeling they definitely play their game. But to this day, I still cannot imagine these guys playing DBD. They used to stream it.
Absolutely. We're
What, these guys streaming DBD? I know one of them streamed it. I'm not sure if he's with the dev team anymore. I forget his name.
Absolutely.
I used to watch some of his streams. I forget his name. Is this the map?
And you can
That looks fucking sick.
Isolated tower in the middle. You can go inside and go into an extensive dungeon underground, packed with
Okay, that sounds
surprises
sick.
and Easter egg related to Dungeons and Dragons. The goal with this map is that we've imagined that Vecna, knowing about different realms and plane, now trapped into the realm of the entity, would find a place to make his own.
Holy shit.
And so
That is cool.
we are also introducing a new gameplay mechanic in this map called Passage. So these are basically
Okay.
doors, magical doors, which you can use to teleport from one area to the map.
Oh my god.
I think it's going to add a new interesting spice to
That's sick.
chases.
This is gonna be wild.
The map, the Easter
That reminds me of the seat too.
super fun.
We're dark and darker. I might stick around for like one more big announcement, but we'll see. Depends how long this segment goes on for.
You have access to 4 different type of spell.
Oh
Pretty
shit.
much any time they have their own individual cooldown. It's more connected to.
Ooh, we got gameplay.
Vecna. It's actually an ability that he has.
Oh, it's fucking artist
what it
power.
does is
I have a
if
feeling he's gonna be a little
it's not the
busted.
case,
They usually are when
Survivor have
they're
better
first
content,
released, but we'll
but
see.
the
I'm
students
confused. What do they
combine
mean
them
spells? I'm so
into
confused.
one
Are these
large
perks using the
sphere,
spells from the game? That's what they're explaining in like powers or
Survivor
like
do not see that
parts
sphere,
of the map where you
and,
can actually
if
get
you
a separate spell. It's like an
content
item.
that's
Probably should have been listening better. For individual. Oh, I got you.
Dungeons and Dragons
Okay.
spell, what it does in the
Holy
daylight,
fuck.
you, as the killer, you can
Wait.
tag up
That looked clean as fuck, that animation.
cannot be interactive
There's a
with
lot of like
Survivor, and if it's
use for
downloaded,
that,
it's lifted up
and then a
to
lot of reasons you wouldn't want to do that as a killer.
So
That looked
the
clean.
idea
That
with
was
this
fucking
killer,
sick.
Survivor gonna have 7 different chests that's gonna.
Okay, yeah.
spawn
So
throughout the
it's a
level.
killer item for
Survivor
survivors.
go interact with those chests, and
Like EMPs
while
for
doing the running of the chest,
oh,
there's gonna
wait.
be a D20 dice roll. Yes, it's Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay.
We couldn't do without the dice roll. So this
Wait,
dice roll would determine
this is
the
actually sick.
content of the chest.
Could you imagine if
Survivor
mimics are
roll
in it
from,
and they're just like not telling us, and you go to open a chest and you get fucking
They get
attacked?
a basic Dead by Daylight brown item. So
Better than nothing.
yeah, well, maybe that brown mid kit might save your life. I don't know.
If you roll one, there's a
from
mimic, I
5 to
bet.
19, that's when you get
That'd be
the
so
magic
sick.
item.
I'm thinking they just
have
won't tell
bracelet
us
and
about the
boots.
mimic.
So there's 2
We'll have to
types
find
of
out for
items.
ourselves.
So
Cool.
it's really important to search those chests.
Yeah, correct. Because the way that we
Yeah,
we
real
tackle
important,
this,
right,
the,
Dave?
The balance in this case.
Very
is
important
that
to search
we
them
made sure
so that
the-
you get
the magic items
a
do not
mimic,
trump
maybe.
the field of
No
aggressive.
haste, they never
You have
fucking
to
learn.
survive-
So everybody heard you talk about a lot of numbers here on the dice, but you've not mentioned the critical fail, 1, and the
Hey.
success, 20. For people that don't play D&D, these are like events, the best event that can happen in Dungeons and Dragons when you get that critical fail or that critical success. So what happens in Dead by Daylight when that happens?
Yes, so we have critical roll in the game. If you roll a 1, you get, a big nothing. Although I've heard sometimes people get a green key.
Ah,
I guess
that's
They're fucking lying. They're fucking
but
lying.
I know what you get if you get 20. So anyone who's familiar
Yeah,
with
you get nothing, I bet.
the lore of Dungeons and Dragons,
No
there
way.
are 2
Surely they did
very
mimics.
specific
They gotta be
arts,
lying.
and we
This is very
update critical
complex.
roll. Yes,
But so is D&D, so I guess it's on brand. I'm excited.
Okay, sure.
It's just like a
14 seconds,
lot
and on top of that,
to remember for one killer. His power's gonna be 2 pages.
little details because they might
His
sound
lore,
super
his fucking character
strong,
info sheet is just gonna be his
but they come
his
with
stat
buffs.
sheet
So
from
to use them,
D&D, I
you have to
guess.
be
The fuck is he talking about? I don't know. I kind of
It's very on brand with.
I think I was yapping too much. I wasn't paying too much attention. Something about going into lockers and teleporting to other lockers. It's a lot.
We had no time today to talk about anything more about the killer perks or the survivor. I have to say
What?
very quick thank you so much to all of you. Happy anniversary, and I'll be passing it
Happy
back
anniversary,
to
Dave
Vic
and Jenik. I'll stay for the next announcement, I think, and then I'll probably bail. I'll find out the perks when I load up either the PTB or just wait till he comes out.
Frequent DM yourself, right?
Yes, I do DM on occasion. Forever player.
Is that Dungeon Master
they said in the
DM?
interview.
Stop.
Walk us through the ever-expanding world of Dead by Daylight.
All right, tell me that includes casting a Frank Stone. I think it will. We'll see. They're so awkward. Yeah, a little bit. It's a little forced. Yeah, literally, because It's not even their fault. It's just I know when they're on the screen, they're not going to be making announcements. They always just talk about like community stuff.
I'm
So.
over here now.
Oh.
So I'm super excited for this part of the stream because not only do we get to talk about 2 upcoming projects within the world of Dead by Daylight, that being Supermassive's The Casting of
There we
Stone,
go.
and
Announcement date.
named a multiplayer PvE game by Midwinter.
Or release
We get to do
date.
it all with Dave Rashad. So Dave, can you please tell me why we chose these games to be the right games for us to expand the world of Dead by Daylight?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my God.
There's some people that never heard of Dead by Daylight, but also some viewers that are
Yeah, the
interested
Supermassive game for Casting of Frankstone will definitely do that. Like tons of people play Supermassive, like those story games, so they're gonna play this one, probably not even realizing that it's like Dead by Daylight.
And as the creative director, why do you think there's so much interest in this, in the lore of a multiplayer game that's based in action?
Well, it's been very important for us since day one when we started working on this project.
Is anyone asking this question except for her?
Every killer and every survivor in Dead by Daylight could have their own movie or their own game, really.
True.
Yeah, they've got
DBD
so much
movie
to
announcement? That'd be fucking hype.
Right. I can tell you a little bit.
Release date?
So, of course, there's different type of stories in games, right? There's games that have a static narrative that you experience. That's great. There's also games that the narrative is made very organically by the players, like DBD is a good example of that. The Casting of Frankstone is somewhere in between, right? It's a game where there is multiple narrative, and based on the player choice, and different things will happen. And
Yes.
Based on their choice, different endings and different branching in the story will happen. So the Casting of Frankstone is very interesting for us because
I'm so hyped. Whenever it does come out, I will be streaming that entire game.
And potentially survivors.
Maybe I'll do like a poll when there's like a really tough decision.
Play that for the first time. Some things that we are used to see as a lore or a bio or a tome entry in DBD now will be playable. It's still in the Entities universe. It's still very much part of the world of DBD, but it's going to be out of the trials. So that's going to be an interesting take on our universe.
Okay, so
You're the person I've seen the most excited about it, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know why people are more excited about it. I don't hear anybody like talking about it. It's gonna be hype. I mean, Supermassive makes great, story games. Until Dawn, I'm pretty sure that was Supermassive too. Fucking awesome game. I don't even care that much that it's like connected to DBD. I just want like another Supermassive game. The DBD connection is like a plus, And the trailer for it was fucking sick. At the Game Awards, I lost my shit watching that.
In a way, the world of DBD that we've created is like a book with infinite pages.
Now I want to see the gameplay. Let's see the gameplay.
I haven't seen any gameplay for it yet. This is Frank Stone, right? What? Is this an ad? Oh, this is the other game. Wait, What the Fog wasn't... So there is still another game. So this is the PvE. I have no idea what's going on anymore.
I'm happy to say that we have more to share with you on this game codenamed Project T.
Project T, that's what it was called. That's the leak I saw earlier. So this shit's probably not coming out for like 2 years, right?
First, I want to say what an honor it is to be working in the Dead by Daylight universe. Who have been whisked away from their realities and trapped within the entity's realm.
Okay.
There, in a vast region called the Backwater, they discover they must work together if they're to have any chance of survival.
Trevor, yeah, that's what I was thinking as soon as I saw him. Whoa.
These terrors come in many forms and have different
That looks cool.
abilities.
Is this like DBD Left 4 Dead?
Clear, but they certainly don't take kindly to trespassers within their domain. To achieve your objectives, you'll have to battle the Thrall with every weapon at your disposal.
Wow, so it's actually a DBD shooter. This is much better than What the Fog, so that's a pleasant surprise.
From something we're thinking about, and we'd love to see what kind of ideas you might have. As DBD fans, we're having a lot of fun creating this new experience as part of the Dead by Daylight universe.
Alright, that's sick.
From the different biomes of the Backwater to the look of the Thrall.
Project T is still in early development, but that doesn't mean you'll have to wait another year to get more news.
I wanted a game where you explore the fog so bad. Yeah, this is gonna be sick. If they don't announce it, they don't announce it. And if they do and I'm not here for it, I'll just see it on Twitter. The Frank Stone release date. What else was there for the stream? What's this?
Cedar Hills is not exactly a...
Oh, this is Frank Stone. Frank Stone!
What is that?
Alright.
That's not entirely true. There was that whole serial killer thing.
Why do you hate Cedar Hill so much?
Holy shit.
Like town mascot.
This is so hype.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present The Mill.
Spend enough time in my line of work, you realize every place has got its demons.
Think that belongs to the boy you're looking for?
You can't shoot a movie in here. This is a condemned steel mill, Mr. Rivera. I suggest you immediately vacate the premises. And you do not, under any circumstances, set 1 foot back here.
I haven't seen this before. I don't know if they've released a trailer that I missed, but
To see young people
this is all new to me.
passionate about the arts.
Everything's all right. Either of you heard of
Oh
the murder
shit.
mill? There was a whole string of disappearances. Kidnappings, really. Murders. So what was this guy's name?
There he
I don't
is.
think the police ever found this place.
Fuck! Whoever did this might still be here. We can't stay, okay? We gotta go.
Was that the Huntress mask? I think I saw Huntress mask.
When you make dangerous cinema.
You think Frankie's gonna be a killer? I think it's possible. I think they want to keep it separated, but it's definitely a possibility, I guess.
Oh my god, that was such a cool trailer.
Right? Some chills there.
Still no release date.
Bringing
Was it wishlistable before? Is that even a word?
Murder Mill? Is that
I have no idea. I'll check later.
It's so cool to see the way that the DVD universe is expanding.
That's cool. I don't think they're going to be announcing a release date then. But I think that was a new trailer. Probably wrapping up soon. I don't even remember the run of show. Let me see if it's on Twitter. Because what part were we at? We're at the what lies ahead part. No voice chat announcement? Well, I know they're announcing something at the very end of the stream. It could be that. Could be Five Nights at Freddy's. So the next thing they're going to talk about is going to be the in-game event for 8th anniversary. And then after that is the live Q&A. Maybe I should do the PTB. I don't know. Fuck off. Of course they release PTB after I'm at work. Oh, that's a bummer, dude.
Again, this time I'm joined by Justin Banks, our senior product
Justin.
manager. Justin, how are you?
I'm doing great. Happy to be back.
Yes, welcome back to the anniversary show. And what would an anniversary be without the Twisted Masquerade, right? So the Twisted Masquerade is
Still
back.
doing that.
It happens every year during our anniversary in-game, and Justin's here to talk about it. So what have you cooked up this year?
So this year we got some amazing stuff. Honestly, I think it's our best anniversary event yet. But before we get to it, we have what we call Before the Masquerade.
The best part of the event is the fucking blood point offerings. I've still got my tiramisus.
I love presents. I know you love presents. Our community probably loves presents too.
I think
Details?
I like presents.
So, the details about said presents. We've got lots of login rewards, so lots of currencies for players to earn just by logging in whichever day throughout all of this. We've also got 2 recolored outfits, one for Meg and one for the Huntress.
Recolors. I love presents. None of you play the... That's what I'm saying. I just don't get the vibe that they play the fucking game.
Cool stuff that I think everyone's really going to dig is we have some currency boosts, a different one for each week during Before the Masquerade.
Oh, I dig that.
So for the first week, we have a blood feast. So 3 times the blood points.
Okay, that's huge. Boosted maps? What does that mean? So the Huntress recolor is just for the bear outfit, which I already have.
Okay, so what about the event itself?
For this year's Twisted Masquerade is the reveal of the host of the Masquerade, Trix herself. So
What?
players might have seen her hinted at during previous anniversary events or during in outfit descriptions referenced as the Mad Designer or Zizzletrix. So she's finally making her appearance.
I've never heard of that.
And throughout all of the event, we want to make it very clear, like, this is her party. She's everywhere. She's not a playable character, so we want to make that very clear.
I hope she's a survivor. He just said, not a playable character. Bummer, dude.
We've got Father Campbell's chapel coming back with the whole party taking place inside.
That's sick.
Some updated content in there to show that the party is progressing or dying slightly. Might find some corpses. Then, in addition to all that stuff really permeating the game, we've got the lobby, the loading screens. She's going to appear in trials. You will hear her laughing at you or cheering you on around the exit gates. There's really voice
That's pretty cool.
lines that's going to appear everywhere, really accentuating the gameplay. It's going to be amazing. Like we loved hearing all of the voice lines that we have had recorded for this. With all that stuff, like we've got a lot of
What the fuck was that? Pan back to him nodding. That was so awkward.
and take part of Trix's twisted masquerade. And I have to say as well, if you go to the core mode, it's still going to have a lot of the decorations, so you get the vibe with the core experience.
And that's a really good quality of life improvement over last year, right? Like giving players that option to choose. If they want to just do classic Dead by Daylight, they can, with some extra flair on it, or they can choose the event queue. That's a nice improvement. So
Cool.
You mentioned it. So what are some of the gameplay changes that are coming with Tricks?
These are going to be things like giving everybody haste, giving people undetectable, spawning anniversaries.
Okay, yeah, that's exactly what I thought it was going to be.
Really cool
All right,
stuff that's gonna
sounds really cool. Some cool announcements. I'm very excited for that. But thanks for watching. Thanks for being at the stream. I know it's an early stream. I'm so fucking tired. I'm sorry. Thanks for watching. I'm going to keep an eye on Twitter for any crazy announcements. If they do announce the release date for Frank Stone, that's hype. You guys have a great rest of your day. I will have a great rest of my day. And keep an eye on the YouTube as well. I released a new video yesterday. I'm working on a new one right now. And I will perhaps do a PTB video.